What's up everyone, it's Joey, Blush Response, and today we're checking out the 4MS Meta module. Let's get right into it. We got the 4MS Meta module here. Extremely powerful, extremely exciting, extremely cool for me, and something that I thought maybe I wouldn't totally jive with, but I in fact am super driving with because of the control and utility it offers that I am a fan of. This is my third attempt at doing this video because now twice today I've had some kind of technical difficulty. Like right at the peak of the jam getting exciting. So I'm gonna see if I can get that excitement back. But man, oh, it was killing me and I was just having a sick one. So first things first, I wanna talk about what it is, what it offers. This is a module that loads VCV rack stuff, and it comes with like hundreds, maybe a couple hundred modules already built in. You can download a pack on the 4MS site for free, and that really expands it right off the bat. So just browsing through, if we go click this plus button, you can see I have modules for 4MS, Befacco, Clone Instruments, which is mutable, Herrick, nonlinear circuits. My God, I cannot speak today. Eightfold Valley, Cockmark Orange Line Nano modules, Geodesics Fundamental, Count modules, Chow DSP, Bog Audi, Air Windows. And if I click into any one of them, you can see there is a plethora of shit for you to play with. Like, I could probably just use Air Windows entirely for a year and not discover the end of this. So there's a lot in there. You get a lot of 4MS stuff, all their famous stuff like the DLD, you get the ensemble oscillator, the PEG, the STS sampler, like the typographic delay, the VCA matrix. It's all in there. It's all cool. Where I see myself using this is having a bunch of different synth voices that I can call up maybe in a live set or in the studio, or also if I'm traveling, I have a lot access to a lot of modules I don't normally have. I like this one better because it has a screen, it has assignable knobs. So we'll go back here, click this knob thing. I have this 101 voice, by the way, from Valley called the Interzone. And yeah, you can see I have this page of knobs assigned. How do I do that? I click on the module itself, and then I go down the parameters here. You can see they have letters by them. These are the assigned knobs. But I would click whatever. They hear PWM Death, and then I would click knob set, and they would have me wiggle knob. We'll just for shits and giggles, I'll show you. So new knobs, makes a new knob set, and then I can map it to A, and click OK. Now that's confirmed. So now if I go to my knob sets here, and I go to my knob sets here, and then hold back, turn the encoder, see knob set 2 has the PWM depth. Very simple. And yeah, I like this 101 style voice. I've got it going through Endorphin's Ghost, just for overdrive, delay, and reverb. Also show you some built-in effect stuff here too, but I think it works well as a voice. And you know, it could be anything. It could be a sequencer. You can load mutable marbles in here. I've seen some sequencer modules browsing through. By the way, that sounds really good to me. So I'm vibing on that hard. Let's go. All right. But when I was doing this video the first time, a minute ago, I was already at like 160 BPM. So we're gonna have to just speed it up fast now because I need to get that energy level back. I hate when you have like a difficulty and then like, boom, you lose everything. Such a bummer. In this case, I got a new SD card for my camera, or I should say I found one, and it told me the write speed was not fast enough in the middle of recording and said recording canceled, and I didn't notice, so I didn't know exactly where I was in the recording that it got canceled. So we're starting from scratch. I think technical difficulties are the worst type of problem you could have. So we're gonna go back, I'm gonna show you loading a new pad. So I'll load a pad, and I'm gonna click my elements, and then I just press play. And this is just a mutable elements patch. I love elements. So you can see it's a completely different sound. I've got FM patched in from output 2 from a sine from the Brenso. And the FM attenuator is W here. If you see, if I click knob set, then you see I got it there. Make that stereo. Take off the distortion. Gotta love Element. What a weird synth. I love modal synthesis. Go. Oxy 1 sequencing. Gotta love that space. Wow. Sounds so crazy, FM too. Yes. Some probability on the Oxy 1. Craziness there. Dope. We're gonna go to my third patch for this video, the Ensemble DLD. And this is a more complex patch. We'll press play. Wild. So this is an ensemble oscillator through this feline stereo filter from Valley. We got the 4MS, SHEV, envelope VCA, the DLD, and then this compressed saturator from Air Windows. And I've got a couple knob sets. I want to redo these knob sets when I use the patch again, but they're good for the video now. So first knob set is mostly ensemble oscillator controls, with 2 for the DLD. Second one is 2 more for the DLD, and the third one is the compressor saturator. But we're gonna go back, start controlling. We'll start tweaking out. Oh yeah, and also controls for the stereo filter. And the envelope. So like most of the voice controls are on knob set A. Gotta love the ensemble oscillator. And the filters and shit sound good in here. Let's get nasty. wild. Change knobs that hold back, change. With the DLD mix and reversing. Knob set 3, compressor saturator. Get more drive, more clamping, more expansion. It's kind of like an OTT vibe. Back to knob set 1. Warp. Wild. Wow. I love that ensemble oscillator. Like, it's one of my favorites. It's gonna be so cool. Because this rack, like, it's in my live case now, and I'll be using this whole thing live. And then also, like, if I ever want to travel or something, I'll have access to all these modules without having to, like, pick and choose which one of them I would want to bring. Of course, there's some compromises on interface, but it can't be denied. The power here. More distortion. Filter from the Ghost. Love Ghost too. Let's go. Such wild sounds out of this thing. Really. Formas are geniuses for making this. There's no way around it. This thing is amazing. Yeah, they got feedback on there. Knob set 2. We'll go back now. My elements pad just for shits and giggles. And you see how fast that switched? And I like how you can see them turning on the actual thing. But then, you know, of course, I prefer to have this on. Crazy. Elements sound so wild too. I love that thing to death. Formus meta module. So that was sick. Obviously, it's impossible to cover every single aspect of the metal module today, but I just wanted to show you a quick run through of some of its capabilities. I was able to seamlessly load 3 completely different modes of synthesis with 0 problems, and it kept getting sequenced, so it's able to be done live with a bit of prep, maybe because a more complex patch might take an extra second to load, but it can be done. You heard it here. Thoughts. So obviously this module is very menu driven. Assigning stuff, knobs, building the patch on the device is a bit of a pain in the ass, and you can use VCV Rack to do it to make it easier. I haven't attempted that yet because I'm not such a computer guy. I like doing things on the hardware, and I wanted to really get to know it that way, and it was easy to figure out. The auto assign function can kind of create a mess sometimes, but if you just pay attention to what you're doing, it's easy to do it. It is tedious, there's no doubt around that, but in a small system, in a travel system, in any system, in a growing system, I think everyone should have one of these in their case, because what do you get? You get 100 modules in one. For that price, if you're starting out a system, if you just want a lot of functionality, I think this is better than Ornament Crime. This is better than the ER301 because it's actually available. This is better than the Disting because it has the screen, it has the control, there's a lot of feedback as to what you're doing. You don't have to dig through cryptic menus or systems of lights or numbers to figure out where the hell you are and what you're doing. Everything is there in front. It's extremely useful. I'm gonna be using it all the time. It's so nice to have access to all those 4MS modules, the Befico, the Mutable. Like I've been planning my live rack for so long and swapping modules around. This one is gonna be in there because now I know I don't have to swap the plates for the ensemble oscillator or for the elements if I wanna have that sound. I can just have them all right in there, ready to go, and that's amazing to me. So samples of this jam and other jams are going to be up on my Patreon as always. If you want to support me, my new album Sprawl is out now on Artifact Records on CD and digital, along with a new shirt design. Mark Hill's Cubanate lent his vocals and lyrics to 2 tracks. I'm really happy with his contribution and the album, and it seems to be well received. So if you bought it, thank you. If you haven't, you should. Check it out on Artifact Records, as well as my label Megastructure just released a new cassette compilation of 17 of the hottest experimental IDM sound producers around, including Tom Hall, Grisha Lichtenberger, Somatic Responses, Imminent, Layer, XLV, Static Bloom, you name it, they're on there. 17 tracks, full list here. It's out now. Cassettes are currently in the plant. There's a little bit of a delay because of an artwork complication, but they're coming. So check it out. Thanks to everyone who bought it so far. If you want to support me in other ways, check out the affiliate links, like and subscribe to my Patreon, and I'll catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Peace out.